A major new report is now revealing a possible deep division inside Gulf regions over how to deal with Iran. According to Bloomberg report, the United Arab Emirates quietly pushed Gulf countries to support a coordinated military response against Iran shortly after US and Israeli strikes targeted Tehran. But surprisingly, some of the region's most powerful countries refused to do so. Now, the reports claim that UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed personally contacted the Gulf leaders, including the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, seeking support for a united regional response against Iran. However, Saudi Arabia reportedly that they did not support military escalation. Instead, Riyadh is said to have backed mediation and support diplomatic efforts to reduce tension in the region. Well, that is significant because for years, many analysts believe that Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Israel were slowly moving closer together against Iran's growing regional influence. But the latest reports suggest otherwise, that the Gulf alliance may not be united as it appears publicly. The report also claimed that Qatar chose not to retaliate despite the alleged Iranian strike targeting the LNG and the related infrastructure during the wider regional conflict. Well, that discussion is now being seen as another signal that Gulf countries are trying to avoid being pulled into a larger Middle East war, and the timing of these developments mark enormously matter. The Middle East is already facing the rising instability linked to the tensions involving Iran, Israel, and the United States and multiple regional armed groups. Now, oil markets, shipping routes, and global energy supplies remain highly sensitive to any major escalation in the Gulf. And that is why countries like Saudi Arabia may now have been prioritizing the economic stability over the confrontation. Saudi Arabia has spent the last few years focusing heavily on the economic transformation projects. However, the investments and the long term regional stability under the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's vision in 2030 strategy. A direct regional war with Iran could now threaten those ambitions. Meanwhile, the UAE has also expanded its diplomatic and economic influence across the region. But reports of the internal disagreements now suggest that the Gulf leaders may have a very different calculation behind the closed doors. So, tonight, the story highlights something extremely important about the changing Middle East and what the public alliances may appear stronger on the surface, but privately, the regional powers are making very different discussions, very different decisions based on the society fears, economic interest, and political risk. And now, with that being said, the tensions are rising around Iran. And the real matter may not just be happening between countries, but across apart from that. And it may now be happening quietly inside the alliances themselves.